This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
You are watching the New Hampshire Association of Broadcasters' two-time award-winning YCN Game of the Week. Today we're in Bellow Falls, Vermont, as the Terriers host their Cross River rival from New Hampshire, the Wildcats of Fall Mountain. The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service. Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. La Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they are celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. And by Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder.
Good evening and welcome to Bellows Falls, Vermont for tonight's high school boys basketball game between the Fall Mountain Wildcats and the Bellows Falls Terriers. Hello everyone, I'm Jeremy Stout. I'll be joined shortly by my broadcast partner Andrew Zerhide, and tonight we have a rare mid-season non-division game as these two teams reignite an old rivalry and square off in the middle of their season. First, the Fall Mountain Wildcats, they sit at 6-5, recently broke a 5-game losing streak with the win at Stevens Cardinals. And they're looking to get back to the playoffs. They've improved the last 3 years, and they're looking to keep that momentum going. Who should we watch for tonight?
Yeah, so for the Wildcats, we're going to be keeping an eye on a couple of seniors. Guard Joey Murdoch is going to be big. He's going to be hitting a ton of three-pointers. And senior forward Owen Marandino is also going to be big in the paint. I expect him to be driving and scoring a ton of points down low in the post.
All right, and for the host Terriers, they sit at 4-6. Losers of 5 of their last 6 after starting 3-1 to start the season. Is this the game that maybe they can jumpstart that season, get back to the playoffs for the 4th straight year? And Andrew, who should we watch for tonight?
Yeah, so we're going to be keeping an eye on a couple of juniors, guard Ryan Kelly and forward Dylan Clark. Kelly will be driving a ton, and Clark will also be scoring in the post. Ryan Kelly, I really expect him to shoot the ball well, and he's going to be passing and scoring a ton of assists. Fall Mountain is really going to have to pay these guys some extra attention if they want to win this one.
All right, it's the Wildcats and the Terriers. That's coming up next on the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
And now let's send it to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
First for the visiting Wildcats. At guard, a junior number 31, Elijah Gould. At guard, a senior number 35, Trevor Leclerc. At forward, a sophomore number 20, Alex Flynn. At guard, a senior number 33, Joey Murdo. And at forward, a senior number 12, Owen Maradino. Coached by Justin Cesarnio, Craig Harlow, and Michael Murdo. Now let's hear some noise, your very own Terriers. At guard, a freshman number 33, John Terry. Number 22, Dylan Clark. At forward, a junior number 12, Griff Warriors. At forward, a senior number 23, Joe Terry. And number 1, Ryan Kelly. Coached by Ryan Studley, assisted by Nate Haskell.
Welcome back. We are set to go here in Bellows Falls. Tip-off goes to Fall Mountain Wildcats, and they take the opening possession, going up underneath. No good, but pulling down the offensive rebound, no good. And this one's tipped around, and it will stay with the Wildcats. Fall Mountain 6-5, Bellows Falls 4-6. Big rivalry. Try to play at least once a year, and that one is no good. Murdoch can't finish, and then quickly firing the 3-ball, Ryan Kelly, giving the Terriers the early 3-0 lead.
Shot by Ryan Kelly, getting his team going early on. Terriers need to come out in this one hot.
Nice drive with the left hand there, Owen Marandino.
Yeah, Marandino's going to be big in the paint. He's 6'3", definitely tall. Bellows Falls, they need to defend him well.
Fall Mountain setting up in the zone on the early going. Terriers willing to just swing it around the perimeter. The open shot is off the mark, and then rebounded by Elijah Gould, who runs into 4 defenders, so he'll pull it up and try and kick it back out. Almost stolen, but Fall Mountain does get it back, and then the foul on number 33, John Terry, his first, team's first. Just over a minute gone by here in quarter number 1. 3-2 our score. Terriers leading on a 3-pointer by Ryan Kelly. And that 2-pointer is good from Marandino. A couple steps inside the line. It's good. 4-3 now, Wildcats with the lead.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Mascoma Savings Bank, mutually owned with no shareholders to please.
Nice block there from Gould. And the 3-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound, almost saved by Warriors, but give it up to a couple Wildcat defenders, and then taking his man off the dribble, Murdoch. And then inside, nicely done. Alex Flynn gets in on the scoring, 6-3. Wildcats doubling up the Terriers.
A nice move by Flynn, is able to get around his defender, went right up for 2 with the contact. Nice job by him.
Nice ball movement here by the Terriers, inside-out game, and then they get the 3-pointer off, but that one no good, and it's tipped away. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist.
Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, Fall Mountain and Bellows Falls in the early going. Fall Mountain leading 6-3.
If you would like your local event televised into YCN's nearly 300,000 TV households, contact us at info@ycnnow.com.
And a little outlet pass running the break was number 22, Dylan Clark, and he is fouled in the act of shooting, so that will be 2 free throws. Trevor LeClaire picks up his first foul, team's first. Clark's first free throw up and good. 6-4. Second free throw, front iron, no good. Rebounded by Flynn. Driving inside and then resetting it are the Wildcats. Almost stolen away, but finding Marandino inside. The turnaround jumper, no good, and Terriers with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Echo Communications. Call them for all of your printing needs. And you can check for all of our air times by clicking on schedules at ycnnow.com.
Marandino kicking it back out to LeClaire, who misfires from deep. Down the other end, the three-pointer no good from Joe Terry. Good ball movement inside to Marandino, and he doesn't get it to go down. Pulls down the rebound, jump ball. It'll go back to the Terriers. Isaiah Silva checks in for the Wildcats. As we approach halfway through period number 1, Wall Mountain still with the 2-point lead, 6-4. Corner 3, no good, but nice effort to chase down his own miss, Griffin Warriors. And then offensive foul will turn it back over to the Wildcats.
Next week, the YCN Game of the Week will be traveling to Windsor, Vermont, as the Yellow Jackets host the Chieftains of Green Mountain High School.
That ball's tipped away. It'll stay with Ball Mountain. Little Falls losing 5 of 6, as we mentioned. Their one win, was over West Rutland. That was at home. And Ball Mountain, like I said, losing 4 straight before breaking that losing streak at Stevens, 66-61 in a close one. Shot is up and good inside the line. Warriors is on the board with 2. We're all tied at 6. Get the ball into Marandino, and he was looking for that one. It was a little late on the entry pass, tipped away. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Really forcing the ball to Marandino here, and he's going to be the inbounder. 3:06 to play in the first quarter. Three-point attempt is good. Number 20, Alex Flynn.
Shot by Alex Flynn, showing he has some perimeter game too. He can hit those long shots. Nice job.
Marandino and Flynn, the only 2 scorers so far for the Wildcats. Flynn leading all scorers with 5, thanks to that three-pointer. Dumping it down inside. Nice move inside. Number 11, Isaac Wilkinson.
This game is being brought to you in part by the Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing independence for patients and peace of mind for families.
Marandino off the mark. The offensive rebound goes to Flynn, who gets it to Marandino. He'll go to the line. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Harris Family Furniture in Plymouth, Laconia, and Chichester.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Marandino at the line to shoot a pair. The last foul was against Isaac Wilkinson, his first, team's second. Marandino. Second one is off the iron, no good. Missing 2 free throws. Ball Mountain couldn't extend their lead. They lead by 1, 9-8, and then stolen away. Marandino just doesn't want to go all the way, but he gets the 2. Saving that for the end. the excitement.
Definitely have seen Marandino dunk a few times this season, so those fast breaks, always a chance.
And a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here with 1:41 to play, and the Wildcats leading the Terriers 11-8.
YCN is now affiliated with the Heroes and Icons Network on WYCI and WYCU. Watch the day shift weekdays from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. for Nash Bridges, House, Jag, Monk, and Numbers. And don't forget, YCN's WYCX Outside Television is America's active adventure lifestyle leader.
So in the early going here for Fall Mountain, it's all Owen Marandino and Alex Flynn combining for the 11 points. Marandino with 3 field goals and Flynn with 2, including the 3-pointer. He's got 5. The Terriers and Bellows Falls have spread it around a little bit more with 4 different players scoring, including Dylan Clark, 1 for 2 from the line. So out of the timeout, just over 90 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Bellows Falls will look to tie it up with a 3. To get the 3-pointer off, but it's a little strong, and the Wildcats are going to push the pace here. Nice decision there by Billy Wilder. Didn't go for the save. He knew it hit the Terrier defender, so he let it go. And he gets the inbounds pass, backing his defender in, dishing it out. No good, and Terriers looking to break.
Good defense.
Defense in the corner. Inside a minute to play. Bellows Falls trying to set something up. 3-pointer, no good. Both these teams shooting a little off in the early part of this one. 15-footer is good. Number 33 for the Wildcats, Joey Murdoch. Extending that lead to 5. Tipped around and stolen by the Wildcats. Marandino up ahead. And just a little in front of him. He couldn't quite get to it. Trying to push the pace, maybe push it a little too much.
Yeah, it was good defensive effort by the Wildcats. Just trying to push the ball up a little too fast. Out of Marandino's reach there.
Kickball. Marandino getting his foot in the passing lane, disrupting the bounce pass. So it'll be Bellows Falls basketball. 24 seconds to go. You think they might want to hold for the final shot here. Down 5. Don't want to give up one late. They'll take the 3 and get fouled, and the basket counts. Number 21, Jackson Goodell. And that's going to make it 13-11. And the free throw coming up for Goodell. Free throw is no good. Last foul was on Billy Wilder. His first, team's second. Holding for the final shot here are the Wildcats, and they'll draw the foul. That's going to go against number 5, Tyler Tessino.
Today's telecast is being brought to you in part by MJ Harrington, jewelers and designers in Newport, New Hampshire.
Nice bounce pass to Marandino. He doesn't get it, gets his own rebound, puts it back at the buzzer, but no good. And that's how the first quarter ends. But there is going to be a foul, I believe. They're going to call it as the horn sounded. So he'll get his 2 free throws.
Yeah, it was a shot coming off of Marandino's hands there. Seemed like the buzzer kind of went off maybe just before he got rid of it, but the foul was there.
And that foul goes against Wilkinson, his second, team's 4th. Free throw is up and good, his first one. Second one is off the back iron. So, the end of the first quarter. Wildcats lead the Terriers 14-11. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service. Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. La Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they are celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. And by Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder.
Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, and we are ready for second quarter of action here in Bellows Falls, Vermont. Wildcats of Fall Mountain Regional High School lead the host Bellows Falls Wildcats 14-11. That last quarter ending with a Marandino going to the free throw line, hitting 1 of 2 to extend the lead to 3. He had 7 that quarter, half the points for the Wildcats, and it's turned over. Terriers have a chance now to tie with the 3. Five different scorers for the Terriers in that quarter, only 3 for the Wildcats. That pass is saved, nicely done there, and then kicked back out to the corner. Three-pointer is off the iron, and rebound was given up back to Bellows Falls. Try it again, no good. And a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, just 49 seconds into this quarter. No score yet in the second quarter.
Tune in every Saturday at 9 p.m. for YCN Sports Wrap as we take a look at other local high school sports in our area. And at 9:30, YCN Sports Talk focuses on our region's pro and college teams, featuring the Salt Hill Pub NFL Picks of the Week.
So obviously a non-conference matchup. Fall Mountain Wildcats in Division III in New Hampshire. And right now, sit in 10th place at 6-5. Bellows Falls 4-6 in Division II. Tipped away and stolen by Ryan Kelly. Left-handed layup, no good. Arandino pulls down the rebound. He's looking to push the pace here. Goes into the lane, and he'll pick up the offensive foul. Arandino just a little out of control on that one.
Nice job by the Terriers there. They didn't score on that steal and fast break, but defensively they're playing a lot better. Already have a couple of steals in this second quarter. Just looking out for them.
They'll start hitting their shots. They'll be able to get right back into this one. Nice reverse layup, and he gets his own rebound, puts it back, no good. That was Dylan Clark, and then the rebound was tipped and goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Terriers.
The YCN scoreboard sponsor is La Valley and Middleton Building Supply, home improvement and construction from concept to completion.
Nice cut and feed. No good from Clark, but good play that was drawn up almost executed it to perfection. Murdoch is blocked, and that's going to stay, or it's going to go over to the Terriers. So the block, I thought, went out of bounds, but it must have hit the player as Joey Murdoch tried driving in and was greeted with a Terrier defender. Scoreless here in the second quarter, almost 2 minutes gone by. Nobody has found the bottom of the net yet. That one is no good, but the offensive rebound from Ryan Kelly and the putback.
Nice job.
14-13.
Nice job by Ryan Kelly, Fall Mountain. They need to start boxing out and rebounding a little bit more.
No good there. Rebound to the Terriers, and they have a chance to take the lead. I will say the Terriers have really got some nice ball movement. Nice bounce pass inside, and number 22, Dylan Clark, gets his first field goal, and he's got 3 points. Bellows Falls leading it 15-14. Tried to lob to Marandino, no good, but Murdoch wisely picks up the errant pass, and he puts it in, giving the Wildcats the lead by 1.
Move by Murdoch. He's got a good touch with that jump shot. Looks good.
Nice floater. Number 12, Griffin Warriors. He's got 4, and the Terriers back on top. Back and forth in this second quarter. Marandino backing down his defender. He will pick up the foul, and he'll go to the line when we come back. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Lake Sunapee in Newberry Harbor.
Welcome back, Bellows Falls, Vermont, where the Wildcats and Terriers are locked in a tight one. Owen Marandino at the free throw line. It's up and good. Tying the game at 17. That last foul was on Dylan Clark, number 22, his first, team's 5th foul. Marandino now 2 for 5 from the line. He's got 8 points. Second one is up and good. Giving the Wildcats the lead. Leading all scorers with 8 points is Marandino. Three-pointer no good. Marandino with the box out. Draws the foul. It's going to go on Wilkinson, and I believe that is his 3rd foul. Yes, it is his 3rd, team's 6th. So Isaac Wilkinson has 2 points, 3 fouls. You might think about pulling him out with Coach Studley. And he will get taken out for Ryan Kelly.
This telecast is being brought to you by New London Hospital, a Dartmouth Hitchcock affiliate, where they are committed to providing you with the best available health care.
Bellows Falls with a chance here to take the lead back. Deep 3. No good, but the offensive rebound is pulled down, but not before the foul was called. So the loose ball foul goes against number 22, Dylan Clark, his 2nd, team's 7th. Marandino will shoot 1 and 1. And he misses the front end, so Bellows Falls gets it back. Nice little move and the jumper, but can't finish. Marandino backing down his defender, and he gets it inside. 20-17 now, inside 4 minutes to play in the second quarter.
This move by Marandino, it's really felt like Bellows Falls at times have doubled Marandino in the paint, but he's still been able to score pretty effectively.
So miscommunication there, cut the wrong way. Pass went out of bounds. So that'll be back to the Wildcats. They lead 20-17. This quarter has been tight the whole way. This is the largest lead since the quarter started at 14-11 Wildcats. Matching that three-point lead. Baseline jumper, no good. Here come the Terriers. Pass saved. A nice pass inside, number 45, Jeb Monier. Cutting it to a one-point game. 3 minutes to play. Murdoch with the deep three, no good. He wanted the foul call. Nice dish, and number 23, Joe Terry, is underneath the hoop to catch the pass and put it up. Bellows Falls with a 21-20 lead.
Really nice passing right now by the Terriers, drawing in the defense and dishing off to the open guy under the hoop. Nice job.
Marandino kicks it out, no good. Bellows Falls with the rebound and a chance now to extend that lead. And you're right, Bellows Falls has really done a lot of things nicely tonight. Moved the ball nicely, got some good passes, had some open looks. They just haven't hit their shots. Now they're starting to hit some of them, and they're showing what they can do. Three-point attempt, no good. The Wildcats with 2 minutes to play before halftime, pushing the pace. Marandino, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it back, no good, and it'll finally be pulled down by the Terriers.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor, serving brick oven pizza and much more.
Open three, front iron, no good. Well, Mountain with the chance now to take the lead. 90 seconds to play before the halftime.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, when we'll choose the player who had the greatest impact on tonight's contest.
Scrum for the ball, it lands back with the Wildcats. Murdoch driving, kicks it out, driving baseline, and the floater, no good, but Marandino with the rebound and the putback, just so strong inside. 22-21. Marandino has 13. Three-pointer off the mark, pulled down, and that's going to go back to the Wildcats. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
Welcome back. Final 48 seconds here. Bellows Falls. Wildcats lead the Terriers 22-21. Nice drive, but they'll say it's not going to count. Isaiah Silva taking charge there. He'll go to the line and shoot 1 and 1.
This move by Silva almost looked like he was fouled while he was taking his 2 steps to the hoop. Maybe should have counted.
Thought they would have counted that in the NBA with the continuation. Silva's first one is up and no good. That's all he'll get. Awkward looking shot there, but saved alertly. And dribbled off the foot of the ball handler. And a carry here. Silva a little out of control. He was trying to drive, and then he got better of it, and I thought he'd pull it back out, but he'd already committed, and he carried on that one. Final 21 seconds here before halftime. 1-point game, Wildcats on top. Bellows Falls getting the score here and go into the break with the lead. Inside dish, picked off by Marandino, and Silva at the buzzer, he gets it. Nice little lay-in pass from Marandino, and the lead is extended to 3, 24-21 at the half. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some statistics and what both these teams need to do in the second half. It's Bellows Falls and Fall Mountain on the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
Welcome back. Halftime here in Bellows Falls, where the Wildcats of Fall Mountain lead the Terriers of Bellows Falls 24-21. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide here at halftime. And Andrew, exciting first half, close the whole way. Obviously the 3-point lead, same margin at the end of the first quarter. So that second quarter was evenly played. Yeah. Who stood out for both teams in the first half?
Yeah, so really Owen Marandino was huge in this one for the Wildcats. In the paint, he's really been big. And Bellows Falls, they've even been double-teaming him, so he's been scoring a ton. And some other guys who have helped out for him. Alex Flynn has 5 points. Joey Murdoch has 4. But really, Owen Marandino has been leading Fall Mountain. And on the other side, there really hasn't been one guy who stood out. Ryan Kelly has 5 points. Griffin Warriaz has 4. Dylan Clark has 3. It's been a kind of a more all-around effort for the Terriers. The team really passed well in that first half, and I think that's really why they're this close in this game.
Yeah, it really has been kind of a tale of two teams as Marandino, the leader of that team for Fall Mountain, and as you mentioned, Bellows Falls kind of spreading the ball around. So we look to the second half, 3-point game. Obviously, it's going to be close either way. Yeah. What do these teams have to do to kind of separate themselves?
Yeah, so if you're Fall Mountain, I think one thing you could do is try to open up the perimeter a little bit, try to take some more threes, and that would even open up things more for Marandino in the paint. He could be even a bigger factor than he already is. And if you're Bellows Falls, they've been really active defensively. They've forced a number of steals and turnovers, and they've saved a lot of balls from going out of bounds. They just have to finish when they get that extra chance for second points. They haven't really been hitting their bunnies right underneath the hoop. So if they can just clean some things up and really hit more of their shots, I think they'll be okay here in the second half.
All right, so we'll look for an exciting second half. It's the Bellows Falls Terriers hosting the Fall Mountain Wildcats. Second half right after this.
This YCN segment is brought to you by New London Hospital, an affiliate of Dartmouth Hitchcock.
YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service. Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. La Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they are celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. And by Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder.
Welcome back. Second half about to begin. And Andrew, these teams, as we mentioned, they meet every year, and last year, a much different story than so far tonight.
Yeah, last year this matchup was in Langdon. The Wildcats won that one 71-23 by 48 points. So a bit of a different matchup here.
Yeah, safe to say it will be a lot closer tonight as the Three-pointer is fired off from Ryan Kelly, no good, but they get their own rebound to the Terriers, and then misfiring, and Marandino pulls it down. He'll take on two defenders, splits them both, and he goes in for the layup.
A nice 2 steps there by Marandino. Used them both to get around 2 defenders. Nice job by him.
Extending that lead to 5 right out of the break. As you mentioned, Bellows Falls doing a lot of things well. That last possession, missing 2 shots and now turning the ball over. Murdoch driving in, the 14-foot floater.
Nice job by Joey. He's really good at creating that separation. Just a floater in the paint, this job.
And the largest lead of the night, 7 points. Kicked out, the baby baseline jumper, no good. It looked like the ball handler had an opening underneath the hoop, but he kicked it out, and here's Murdoch again for the jumper. He's got 4 quick points in the quarter, and the lead is up to 9, 30-21. Full timeout, so we'll take a break. 6:37 to go in the third quarter. Fall Mountain leading Bellows Falls 30-21 on the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice.
Welcome back. 6:37 to go in the third quarter. Quick timeout after Fall Mountain puts a quick 6 points on the board. 2 jumpers from Murdoch and Marandino with the layup. 6-0 outscoring the Terriers and extending that lead to 9 points, largest of the night. Out of the timeout, 3-point jumper, no good. Murdoch looking to dish it off. He gets the 3-pointer. And then stolen away. It should have been Bellows Falls, but miscommunication. Here's Murdoch inside. Marandino, who's blocked. Don't see that often. And then the foul will go against Marandino. His second and the team's first of the second half.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Mascoma Savings Bank, mutually owned with no shareholders to please.
So inside 6 minutes to play. Bellows Falls yet to score in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. They're looking to get back in this one, down 9. Tip, but stays with the Terriers. Then Silva tips it out of bounds. Bellows Falls has not been able to get into a rhythm here in the third quarter, Andrew, and it's really, they need to get something going quickly. They're going to find themselves in a bigger hole than they can dig out of.
Yeah, the Terriers, they've had some open looks. They just haven't been knocking down their shots.
I don't know if that one was partially blocked. Didn't get to the hoop.
No.
Anyway, it was tipped out of bounds by Bellows Falls, so Fall Mountain will take over with a 9-point lead, looking to extend it. Murdoch with 8 points, 4 of them in this quarter alone. Marandino leading all scorers with 15. Fall Mountain with that 9-point lead. They won't rush to make a shot. They'll get it into Marandino. He'll turn around and miss the jumper. Pass off, but no good, and now Murdoch looking to break. Gets it to Marandino. He'll back down his defender and tries to dish to Silva, but it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Fall Mountain basketball.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Echo Communications. Call them for all of your printing needs, and you can check for all of our air times by clicking on schedules at ycnnow.com.
Murdoch taking the screen, driving right side and missing the jumper. Goes back to Bellows Falls. Played some nice defense here, but have yet to score in this quarter. Nice inside look, but a little too far underneath. no foul on that one. Teams fighting for the ball, and it's going to go back to Bellows Falls.
A couple of big blocks from Fall Mountain on their defensive end.
Bellows Falls wanted the foul call, but they didn't get it. They have been held scoreless this quarter. We're over 3.5 minutes into this quarter, yet to score. The up fake, but they won't get the shot off. The foul before the shot on number 31, Elijah Gould, his first, team's second of the second half.
The YCN scoreboard sponsor is LaValle and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion.
Inbounds pass stolen away. And the Terriers still continue to struggle on the offensive end. But after the flurry of baskets to start the quarter, they have played nice defense, as we see Silva there with a nice pull-up baseline jumper. He's got 4. Lead is up to 11. Inside-out ball movement, but the passes just aren't crisp, and the Wildcats are able to take them away. And that's going to be 2 shots for number 31, Elijah Gould. Foul was on number 45, Jeb Monnier, his second, team's first of the second half. 2 shots here coming up for Gould. He is yet to score.
It's almost like the Terriers' offense. They're trying to force the ball a little too much into the paint. The Wildcats always have an extra man defending down there, kind of roaming to help out, and it's working really well right now.
And when they do get the shot off from outside, they have not hit any, and that was their problem in the beginning of the game, where they were kind of stagnant, missing, but then there was a little bit of a time where they were hitting more of their shots, and they got right back into the game, only trailing by 3 at halftime. But now being outscored here by 8 points, and Fall Mountain no good on the 2 free throws. Right, you see right there, that was that bounce pass inside that they didn't need to do. And it goes the other way. Silva is blocked. It'll stay with Fall Mountain, but you're right, he's driving baseline. Either pull it back out or take the shot yourself, but he tries to force it inside, and 2 defenders right there. Nice left-handed layup by Murdoch, doesn't go, and Bellows Falls with a chance to score again here. Almost 5 minutes into this one, have yet to score in the third quarter. Nice off step, but he's got to go up with it. If he's going to come down like that, you got to go back up, and he passed it off. Get the travel call every time.
Yeah, that's Griffin Warriors there. With that jump step, you can't really take one. Both those steps have to be at the same time in the jump for that to not be a travel, and he really took 2 steps there.
Backing down the defender, number 31, Elijah Gould. His first basket, and the lead's up to 13 now. Left-handed layup is good. Nice drive, Tyler Tessino. They break the drought. First basket. Come 5.5 minutes, but they finally get there. And then going to the free throw line will be Gould, his second time at the line this quarter. Foul goes on Tessino, his second, team's second of the half.
This telecast is being brought to you by New London Hospital, a Dartmouth Hitchcock affiliate, where they are committed to providing you with the best available health care.
Gould in and out. He's had a tough night at the line, 0 for 3. 11-point lead. Fall Mountain really opened it up in this quarter, taking a 3-point halftime lead up to 11. Gould's second free throw. This one rattles in. He's got 3 points, all in the third quarter. And it's a 12-point lead, 2:30 to play in the third quarter. Terriers, one basket in this quarter, fighting for the ball. They do turn it over. Murdoch driving in, he'll dish it back out, and then he'll take it. 2 minutes to play. Good ball movement here.
Oh.
Nice little jumper from Murdoch. Joey Murdoch, he's got 6 points in the quarter, 10 in the game, and the lead back up to 14. Timeout on the floor with 1:46 to play in the third quarter. Fall Mountain leading Bellows Falls 37-23. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by La Valley Building Supply and Middleton Building Supply.
1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
Fall Mountain breaking the huddle and looking to keep the pedal on the floor. 14-point lead after only leading by 3 at the end of the first quarter and at the end of the half. I don't think anyone expected this. We certainly didn't. We thought it was pretty tightly contested game, and especially we thought maybe Bellows Falls start hitting some of those shots that they were missing, but fortunately for the Terriers, it hasn't been the case, and they trail by 14 now. See what they draw up out of the timeout, and they'll at least get to the free throw line. Wilkinson back in the game. He's got 3 fouls, but he'll stay in the game, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by Bubba's Bar and Grill on Newberry Harbor in New Hampshire, serving brick oven pizza and much more.
This is only the second time the Terriers have been to the line. Dylan Clark 1 for 2. And now Wilkinson, he'll go 0 for 2, but a nice offensive rebound by Warriors, and then he's rejected, and Fall Mountain takes it over. Nice steal, though, by Clark, but not going to count as he falls down with the ball out of bounds, comes down with it, foot on the line, so inside 90 seconds. Fall Mountain with the 14-point lead, excuse me. Nino off the court, he's getting a breather. And as we see the layup attempt from Flynn, no good. Final 60 seconds of the third quarter. 3-point attempt, no good, but a nice offensive rebound from Goodell. And then 3-pointer, no good. Rebound from Clark. It'll stay with the Terriers. So, I mean, not hitting your shots, but getting second and third opportunities. Right. One of these times they're going to make something.
Yeah, they got to capitalize on all these offensive rebounds. They're able to pull down. I think Fall Mountain was boxing out there too, so the ball just kind of happened to really bounce off the rim, which favored the Terriers.
The inbound pass deflected back out, so they'll inbound from virtually the same spot. Mid-range jumper from the baseline, number 21, Jackson Goodell. He's got 5, the second field goal for the Terriers in the third quarter. Final 30 seconds. Good defense here, Ryan Kelly. Making the Wildcats move the ball. Looking for the final shot. Silva gives it back to Murdoch, 10 seconds. It's going to be his if he wants it. He takes the screen, kicks it out, and then turned over, and that's going to do it. Billy Wilder couldn't handle the pass, and that's going to end quarter number 3. Wildcats looking to pull away here from the Terriers, 37-25 after 3 quarters. It's the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
The YCN Game of the Week is brought to you by Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing healthcare and hospice services in homes and community settings, and enabling people to stay there as long as possible. My TV, airing every weeknight from 8 to 10 on WYCI. Watch Law & Order Criminal Intent, Chicago PD, Dateline, The Good Wife, and CSI Miami. HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist, for the most complete line of energy products. And enjoy a level of superior customer and on-site service. Mascoma Savings Bank. With no shareholders to please, they are committed to remaining independent and to reinvesting profits in the community. La Valley and Middleton Building Supply. Home improvement and construction from concept to completion in 10 locations in Vermont and New Hampshire. New London Hospital, where they are celebrating 100 years of community wellness together. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. MJ Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948, committed to crafting the finest quality jewelry for our customers. And by Bubba's Bar and Grill, offering fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, brick oven pizza, entrees, and award-winning seafood chowder.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to begin here as we take a look at some of the highlights through the first three quarters. Obviously, Owen Marandino, many of the highlights. He had 13 points in the first half. Joey Murdoch, his teammate, with 6 points in that third quarter. He's got 10 overall. And then over on the Bellows Falls side, like we talked about at halftime, really kind of spreading the ball around. Ryan Kelly with 5. Griffin Warriors with 4. And the 12-point lead here for the Wildcats as they start the fourth quarter, final 8 minutes in regulation. And immediately going to the hole, Elijah Gould will go back to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
Now premiering every Saturday night at 6 p.m. is Yankee Chronicle, the who, what, and where show of Northern New England on WYCI and WYCU.
Gould making the first free throw. He has 4 points now. He's been to the line 3 times tonight. He's 2 for 5. Plus the field goal gives him 4, and that one gives him 5. He's 3 for 6. 39-25. See if the Terriers can make a little run here to start the quarter, and that will be the start if they are going to do it, as Ryan Kelly will go to the line. He'll shoot a pair. He's got 5 tonight. Foul goes against number 31, Elijah Gould, his second, team's 4th. No good on the front. Only 2 field goals in that third quarter. Tyler Tessino with a field goal and Jackson Goodell with a field goal. Second free throw rolls out. Murdoch for 3, he gets it. His first 3 of the night. 42-25, 17-point lead. Just continue to extend that lead.
And this shot by Murdoch, just his first 3 of the game, but looked really good shooting his jump shots tonight.
Marandino with the block underneath. Minute into this quarter, it's Fall Mountain 5 in this quarter. Bellows Falls, nothing. Extending what was a 12-point lead to a 17-point lead. Here's Murdoch driving, but they're going to say no foul, or no basket. Clear out foul by Marandino. No basket. Murdoch, no basket. put on the line. No good there. It'll stay with the Terriers. 6:30 to play in the third quarter.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game. And we'll choose the team member that had the greatest impact on tonight's contest.
Inbounds pass, swing it around. Well, Andrew, they continue to get their shots. And that one's tipped away, and then it was tipped lastly by a Terrier. So it looked like it was tipped, a nice hand at the passing lane, but then Bellows Falls player tips it, and it'll go back to Fall Mountain. So they have been getting their shots up, just not converting, and then they turn it over. We'll stay here with Fall Mountain. 42-25 our score, and it was a 3-point game at the half. It's been all Wildcats as they look to improve to 7-5 on the season. If they can hold off and hold the 17-point lead final 6 minutes. Gould's going to be called for a travel. Took the one step, I guess he moved his pivot foot, and that'll be travel right in front of the ref.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that pivot foot actually moved or not. It was very close, though. The ref decided to blow the whistle.
Nice kick out there. The three-pointer just off the mark, but a nice offensive rebound, put back no good. And then another offensive rebound. So 3 tries here, and they finally get it off the window. Number 22, Dylan Clark.
It's moved by Clark and the team as a whole. Those second chance and third chance opportunities.
Marandino inside. He gets the shot and the foul. He'll go to the free throw line when we come back. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by Mount Sunapee Resort. Fun for all seasons.
Marandino at the free throw line trying to complete the 3-point play. That last foul goes against number 23, Joe Terry, his first, team's fourth. Free throw no good, a little scoop no good. He wanted a foul there, was Ryan Kelly. And after the miss, Isaac Wilkinson will go to the line and shoot a pair. Marandino picks up his 4th foul, team's 6th. 2 shots, so Marandino will sub out after the first one. Shooting foul, Wilkinson 0 for 2 from the line. So far, he doesn't get the first one. He's got 2 points. Marandino comes out, quiet second half. He had 13 in the first half, added 4 more in the second half. He's got 17. And the lead up to 17. Second free throw, no good. Nice offensive rebound, and then going back up with it was Dylan Clark, who will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Today's telecast is being brought to you in part by MJ Harrington, jewelers and designers in Newport, New Hampshire.
So Flynn gets called for his first. It's the team's 7th. So the Terriers will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Now, obviously, you think that would be a good thing. They've struggled from the line. The only free throw hit was by Dylan Clark, the first free throw he took, and then they've yet to hit another one. Clark's second one is up, no good. Offensive rebound again, but then thrown away. Silva's there to pick up the loose ball. 5 minutes to play here. Murdoch will take his time.
This game is being brought to you in part by the Lake Sunapee Region VNA and Hospice, providing independence for patients and peace of mind for families.
Dylan Clark, he'll go to the line again, shoot a pair. Foul was on number 40, Billy Wilder, his 3rd, and team's 8th. Clark at the line again. He gets it this time. He's got 6 points tonight. Second free throw from Clark is up and no good. 44-28. Gould with a nice drive and the floater, Elijah Gould. Doing some nice moves on there, and he's got 4 in the quarter, 7 overall.
Yeah, Elijah Gould might not be leading all scorers, but he's had a really nice second half, especially in that third quarter. Was very active.
18-point lead, the largest lead of the night, and that foul is going to go against number 12 on the Terriers, Griffin Warriors, his first, team's 5th.
Next week, the YCN Game of the Week will be traveling to Windsor, Vermont, as the Yellow Jackets host the Chieftains of Green Mountain High School.
So as we approach the halfway point of quarter number 4, the lead has ballooned to 18, the largest it's been all night. Bellow Falls with a nice bounce pass inside. Ryan Kelly takes the bounce pass from Griffin Warriors and cuts into this lead, 16 points now. Gould with the 18-footer, and it rattles in. Another basket from Gould. He's got 6 in the quarter. Back to an 18-point lead. Nice screen and roll there, but not good on the basket. But he does get his own rebound as Wilkinson, and then he'll go back to the free throw line. Third time there tonight.
If you would like your local event televised into YCN's nearly 300,000 TV households, contact us at info@ycnnow.com.
Wilkinson missing the first one. He's had a tough night from the line, 0 for 5. He has 2 points. 18-point lead. 3:33 to play. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Nice hustle from John Terry. Get the rebound. Bounce pass inside. Offensive rebound and the putback. Ryan Kelly. 4 points in the fourth quarter. He's got 9 on the game. And that foul is going to go against number 33, John Terry. His second, team 6th of the half. It did look like kind of a questionable foul call. It looked like it was a 50-50 ball, and he actually had position on it as Bellows Falls coach was asking who ran into who. But either way, Fall Mountain has it. Gould a little out of control there, and he turns it over. 3:04 to play. Terriers looking to get back into this one. Down 16, 3 minutes to play. They're going to have to use that three-point line to their advantage. Push the pace, which right now they don't seem to be doing. Ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be Bellows Falls will keep it. Marandino checking back in for Billy Wilder, who exits. And the inbounder will be Griffin Warriors. He has 4 points in this one, all in the first half. Three-point attempt, no good. John Terry, it'll go back to the Wildcats.
Fall Mountain's defense has been really solid in this second half. I don't know if they changed up their scheme, but I think they're playing now a 2-3 kind of zone, and that middle man is just kind of floating around in the paint, ready to help out. And it's forced the Terriers to shoot some longer balls, and they just haven't been able to knock them down. And on the other side, Fall Mountain's offense has really picked things up. It's scoring a lot.
Bounce pass turned over. And you're right, that Fall Mountain offense has really done well this half. Nice offensive rebound, and that's clearly one thing that Bellows Falls has done as we see them steal the ball from Marandino. they've forced turnovers and they've gotten offensive rebounds. They just have not been able to make any shots. Off balance shot, no good. The rebound pulled down by Tyler Swain. As we approach 2 minutes to play, basically this one is over. 16-point lead. Ball Mountain will take the air out of the ball, take some time. Marandino driving, but the ball's tipped away, and then the Terriers come up with it. Three-pointer, no good. Marandino pulls down the rebound. It'll be a tie-up, jump ball. It'll go to the Terriers. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.
This YCN segment is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, your local energy specialist.
Welcome back. Final 1 minute, 40 seconds here in Bellows Falls. Terriers trailing by 16. Close game for the entire first half. Only 3 points separated these teams at the halftime break, but then it's been all Wildcats in this second half. 37-25 at the end of 3. Nice job there. Number 33, John Terry, getting the basket, cutting the deficit to 14. So at the end of the third quarter, it was 37-25, a 12-point game, and now we find ourselves with a 14-point game. So Andrew, great first half for the Terriers and obviously for Fall Mountain, and in the second half, it's been all Fall Mountain.
Yeah, absolutely. That third quarter, I think the Terriers only scored 4 points maybe in that third quarter. Fall Mountain's offense kind of took off, and they built a big lead, double digits. Guys like Marandino was big, and Joey Murdoch came out in that second half, scored 6 points in the third quarter. He also hit a three-pointer. So Fall Mountain's big scorers really started to pour in the points. And just defensively, they forced a ton of turnovers. They were grabbing rebounds. Really, they forced the Terriers to shoot some three-pointers, some longer jump shots. And they just weren't able to knock some shots down.
So the final 84 seconds here, we'll see if Fall Mountain just kind of passes the ball around and holds it. Obviously, no shot clock here, so they have the ability to just hold on to it if they can and swing it inside. But good defense from the Terriers. They'll turn it over. And as we approach the final minute, little jumper there, no good. Offensive rebound almost comes down. And they do come down with it. Drive to the baseline and kicked it out. Good ball movement here from the Terriers, but they can't get it up. They finally do. And the offensive rebound, Dylan Clark, he puts it back in, and 48-36. 30 seconds to go. This should do it, I would imagine. As Marandino will hold the ball at the top of the key. Swing it back. Now it's Murdoch's chance to hold it. 20 seconds to go in this one. 12-point margin, and I would imagine that's how it's going to stay. Just playing keep away at this point. They're not going to take a shot. Up 12. That is going to do it. So the final score here from Bellows Falls is Fall Mountain 48, Bellows Falls 36. And we'll do a wrap-up player of the game here, as this one is final.
Yeah, let's talk about our HR Clough, Kearsarge Heating turning up the heat player of the game. I think we have to give that one to Fall Mountain senior center Owen Marandino. He scored 17 points in this one, 13 in that first half, really set the tone for his team. He did a nice job controlling the paint. He was really even double-teamed and triple-teamed at times underneath the hoop. So nice job by Marandino fighting through the contact, leading all scorers tonight. He had a really big game and really led the Wildcats.
And a couple other scorers. Marandino had the 17, as you mentioned, 13 for Joey Murdoch with that big 6 in the third quarter, and then coming in with the 9, Elijah Gould, all in the second half, including 6 of them in that fourth quarter. On the Bellows Falls side, we had a leader of 9 with Ryan Kelly, and then 8 poured in by Dylan Clark, including 5 of them in that fourth quarter. So Fall Mountain Wildcats, they advance, or they improve to 7-5. The Terriers of Bellows Falls fall to 4-7. And we may see these teams down the road depending on how the second half of their seasons shake out. But this Fall Mountain team, they look pretty strong tonight.
Yeah, they did. Both teams kind of had an equal first half, but that third quarter, the Wildcats, they came out strong. And credit to them, they're the away team playing in a visitor's gym in a big rivalry matchup too. Credit Fall Mountain, the way they came out, especially defensively, the way they allowed just 4 points in that third quarter, that allowed them to take a double-digit lead. They just came out strong out of halftime. Just a really nice job by them. And congratulations to Marandino, Murdoch, and as you said, Gould had a big second half as well. So nice job by Fall Mountain.
All right, so the final score here is Fall Mountain 48, Bellows Falls 36. Next week, we will be on the road. It will be Green Mountain and Windsor. Thanks for tuning in. For Andrew Zerhide, I'm Jeremy Stout. Thanks for watching the YCN Game of the Week.